3番、2番人気を紹介しましょう。5番、スタンドに押しかけたファンの期待を一身に背負って1番人気、ミホノブルボン。
私が一番期待している馬娘、気合い入れてほしいですね。
ゲートイン完了。出走の準備が整いました。さあ、ゲートが開いた。各馬娘、綺麗なスタートを切りました。
みんな集中してましたね。好レースが期待できそうです。
これから第2コーナーへかかっていきます。ミホノブルボン、快調に飛ばして行きます。先頭はミホノブルボン、単身で飛ばして行きます。2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのは5番、向こう上面に入って先頭はミホノブルボン。さあ、花に立ったのはミホノブルボン。このままリードすることができるか。続きまして1番、3番手、3馬審査、6番、5番手に7番、そして内目をつきましては2番、外を回って9番、少し後ろから8番、1馬身離れて3番。意気揚々と先頭を行きますミホノブルボン。どうでしょう、この展開。
かかってしまっているかもしれません。一息つけるといいですが。
ここは第3コーナー、桶狭間ポイント。先頭ミホノブルボン、レースはよどみなく進んでいます。続いて5番、第4コーナーカーブ。
勝負どころ、最後の直線へとかけていきます。
この直線で勝負が決まるぞ。まだ1馬身以上の差があるぞ。ここから捉えることができるのか。ミホノブルボン、花を進む。気持ちよく逃げているミホノブルボン。
起動開始。リミッター解除。セットオールイン。ミホノブルボン始動。
4着を切りました。最後のコーナー、先陣を切ったのはミホノブルボン。ミホノブルボン、強すぎる。完全に抜け出したミホノブルボン。先頭はミホノブルボン。これは強い。200を通過。食い下がる7番、ミホノブルボン。リードは5馬身。先頭は依然ミホノブルボン。大楽勝だミホノブルボン。今勝利です。この子にかなう馬娘はいるのか。メイクデビューを制しましたミホノブルボン。見事な勝利だ。2着は7番。
1着達成いたしました。オペレーション開始。オーダー実行。行ってきます。
注目の1番人気4番ミホノブルボン。
実力は完全に上位ですね。貫禄すら感じてしまいます。相性抜群のマイルで素晴らしい走りを期待したいですね。
Hello and welcome to Umamusume Pretty Derby. And I am your streamer for today, Swabcraft. We are live on Rumble, BitChute, Odyssey, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. And VODs will be available on Rumble, YouTube, and BitChute after the stream is done. Anyways, today we are here with my co-star, Mr. Casper, who is the hungry couple. Because he won't eat his new food, he wants to own millet. Very picky. Anyways, we are here on round 2, A group, with the Capricorn Cup. And I have not qualified for the A group finals. I've qualified for the B group finals, but that's not good enough. And last stream, I had some extreme luck. I had probably the luckiest runs I've had, but also the same, but not lucky enough. So I had a Balkish Finn that got Turf S and Sprint S, Max Speed, Max Wit. But unfortunately, she did not get taking the lead from Mihono Bourbon. She had the card, but she didn't get taken in the lead. And she absolutely needed that skill. This means that she's glue. She's effectively glue. Even though this is the best run I've had for a Capricorn Cup, the best skills, except for note taking lead. And that is extremely frustrating. And I was in a situation where I could get groundwork on her, or at least not with that deck, and not with her inheritances. Meanwhile, I ran a second run that day after doing all the races for the day, and somehow I got Sprint S and Turf S again, but I did not get max speed, and wit was substantially lower. But I did do a deck with Force Groundwork and more green skills because of the Guts card. So before, it was 4 wit, 2 speed. In this one, I did off-stream the first set of 5 races for Capricorn Cup, and she actually managed to win 2 of them, even though she doesn't have max speed. But she does have taken the lead, she does have all these skills, so that has helped her tremendously. However, I only got 2 out of the 5. So I have to decide whether or not I will just continue doing the races with what I have, and hope and pray that I somehow win before the end. Or I do another run, trying to improve one of my racers. And the option is do another run trying to improve one of my racers. Right? So these are the Umas I've been using for Affinity. Power 2, Turf 2, with Stamina 2, Turf 3, and Power 2, Turf 3, Super Creek. Give Mucky Hug is the second best ultimate for frontrunners to inherit in this cup. So that's 8 Turf. And I've been borrowing a 9 sprint El Condor Pasa. El Condor Pasa, Victory or Plancha, being the best ultimate to inherit. So I've been limited to basically 5 runs per day, and I've done most of them. And this one just has a bunch of skills that are generally useful for the cup. Now then, I was thinking that with this card, it would be easy to max speed. The Bakushin did not max speed, but she also had 3 wasted turns. And maybe was a little unlucky with number of double speed trainings. But this one does have a lot of good skills. Winter Runner, she has Snowy Days. Let's see. Yeah, she can get Snowy Days. Or she can get Playtime's Over. Both skills are very good. I can get Snowy Days from Mihono Bourbon Wet. I can get Wet Conditions and Groundwork from Smart Falcon. I am 1 single sliver of a crystal. I'm at 19 of 20. Everyone's at 19 of 20 if they've done every single one from upgrading her to the next level, which would have helped so much. It would have helped so much. And of course I have Marvelous Sunday. I have actually, instead of borrowing Biko Pegasus, I've been borrowing Mayano Top Gun. And the reason for this is, 1, she has Nimble Navigator, which hasn't actually been that useful, to be honest. Corner Adept, she'll give 4 hints for that, and Straightaway Adept, she'll give 4 hints for that if she actually gives it. But she has Specialty Priority 80. And Specialty Priority 80 is the same amount that Kias and Black has, which is incredibly high. Training Effectiveness 10%. Training Effectiveness 5%. So I could try with Biko Pegasus. But Biko Pegasus only has Specialty Priority 35. So she's sort of a roamer, but she has Training Effectiveness 15, which is more than Kiedison. So and she also has much more relevant skills, to be honest, the sprint race. Well, actually, just meticulous measures. Stop right there is actually not a good skill for me. However, she does have Plan X. I might actually get Plan X. And none of my Umas have managed to get Sprint S and Fast Learner, which would have been very nice. So I think I will try this. I have thought potentially 5 attempts, but it's actually going to be more lower than that because at 4 o'clock, it is currently 1:39. At 4 o'clock is when we have to do our races, because that is the last time. I've already done 1 set, but it is a bit more limited. Very good journey, Mr. Casper. Good. So I think I'm going to try this setup. I still need a max speed. I need to somehow get Sprint S. And of course, if we don't get Sprint S on either of the inspiration events, then we just abandon the run and don't finish it. Typically like doing it that way, but it is what it is. Time is more important right now than actually finishing career runs. And your affinity ends up being so low if you don't do every single G1 race with like a Marazinski anyways. Very good, Mr. Gasser. Very good. I'll let you have a good snack right there. Mr. Casper is trained very well to be a clean little lad, and therefore he has a designated dropping station, which is not on my shoulder. Okay, do I go for that? I think I have to. There's also a Winter Runner. Wonderful. That means we don't have to pursue any of her skill hints for the rest of the run. Okay, that is pretty good. I could go for the Kyusen skill hint. Or I can do the, I think I'm actually going to do the Guts. Well, it's a 10% failure rate too. Kyusen skill hint would have been very nice too. Journey 2, Mr. Casper. Journey 3. Okay, there is groundwork. The problem right now is it's just very hard to fit in all the skills you actually need to win if you don't get Fast Learner. And it's very hard to get both Sprint S or Turf S, even with 8 and 9 sparks to hit them. We haven't had a mood up yet. Okay, I actually am going to go with speed and power for this stage of the game. Wonderful. Luda. Love to see it. Okay, Mr. Casper. Spin. Turn. Spin. Turn. Spin. Turn. Okay. Both of these are good.
やりま
And
しょ
I'll
う。
prioritize doing a good here now. I'll go for straightaway adept. Because there's always a chance of getting the 3 hit and 10 speed, which I think is pretty good.
注目の
And let's see, I want to do one quick
マルゼ
test
ンスキー。
of
実力は
chat.
完全に上位ですね。
Make sure
貫禄すら感じてしまいます。短距離戦にぴったりの瞬発力がこの子の持ち味ですよ。
Wonderful.
次も
So it actually does look like Biko Pegasus is the better option than Mihono Tap Gun. Next 2. Next 3. Yeah. Next 1. Next 2. Next 3. Next 4. And flex 5. Very good. Okay.
やりましょう。
Marvelous Sunday has several skills we need. Oh, that's painful. Not getting the skill hit is extremely painful. I think I skip the rainbow training. Or do a... Well, we can do the rainbow training. Should be really good. At least this early on. We won't do too many guts trainings. That's very nice. That's 4. Including both the wet cards. Oh. That's cute. Going for wit. With this build, it'll be easier to max speed than it will be to... than it will be to max wit. Speed is actually very good so far. I might actually just... No, I'm gonna rest. We don't need to rush it. We don't need to rush Rainbows for Kitasen. Anyways, as the title of this video says Capricorn Burnout, I will elaborate on that. I feel like for the amount of work I've done, even as a free-to-play, and I've been playing for a long time, so I actually do have at least a good amount of resources. It feels like by now, Marvelous Sunday, I think I do this one actually. Because both Mihono Bourbon and Biko Pegasus have training effectiveness increases. I'm definitely going to do this for the Marvelous Sunday. Okay, what is the training effectiveness? Oh, where is the training effectiveness? I thought we did have it. Training effectiveness and initial speed. Okay, that is the unique perk. I don't know exactly how much that is, then, because the unique perk does not actually say. And we do need some stamina too. Ramp up, very good. We need tail held high most of all, but ramp up is maybe the second priority, but also hesitant front runners, hesitant pace chasers are both very good skills.
調子はどうかって？
Okay,
モッチのロング
speed is very good for this point.
すっごく気持ちよく。
I might just get triple sevens. I have to get a recovery skill anyway for her ultimate to work.
気持ちは
I think I'm just gonna get triple sevens, and that'll be the only recovery skill I get for her, for sure.
注目の一番人気。
気持ちいい風。
Nice.
次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ。
Turn. 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 Spin. Spin. Yes. Pretty good, Mr. Casper. Because he doesn't like his current pellet food, I'm going to... I think the main reason he doesn't like it is just because of the size. I got him a new brand. Before he was using Supreme, which has smaller pieces. But I realized that brand, they use a bunch of these artificial dyes for literally zero reason.
ハードめのトレーニングでも
And the new brand he is trying does not. Okay, I actually think I do... That's 16? I actually think I do a speed click here.
任せて。
And I also want to make sure I do more mile races in this career. Let's see. Do I actually risk this?
かっ飛ばす
We
わ
have
よ。
two circles, but this could be very painful. But we also got a good number of unity trainings, I think.
この結果で
No, a loss. It had It had 3 double circles. It's a lie. It's always a lie. It's always a lie. It is always a freaking lie. On the first set, it is completely inaccurate. And I should have trusted that. I should have trusted that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the Unity Cup training. Because that'll also get Kitasen up. Front runner Savvy is very good to pick up there. Of course, Final Push is very good to get. It is always a lie.
張り切っていこ
Yeah, I think the highest one you should even risk clicking is 25 then. That was a 22, even though it looked winnable. It wasn't. Ooh, this is a very good ritual.
う。一緒に頑張ろう。 みんなが
Yeah, that's a double
張り切ってい
speed
こ
training.
う。
I think I'm gonna get Snowy Days. I would like to get Playtime's Over. Or should I risk it and get Playtime's Over and hope that Mihono Bourbon... That's also 20 skill points. And do I hope that Mihono Bourbon Wit card gives me Winter Runner? We're gonna rest here, I
なんだ
think.
かつ 私に注目してくれる子たちがい
Okay,
るの。
Journey 3. Journey
注目
4.
の一番人気。
次も先頭で走るとこ
Journey
見
5.
せるわね。
Journey 5. Five hands for sprinting here, that's okay. No aptitude increases, which is very bad. And of course, if she does not get Sprint S or Turf S, and I think it's mandatory for Sprint S, to be honest. Just to have any chance. And I've been seeing a lot of Umas in the A group that have both Turf and Sprint S, even though it is so hard to get them. It's just luck, it's not actually hard. It is a bit skill to actually get them with good stats, of course. Mr. Casper. Go ahead. I'm hoping for one of the random meetups at this point. I don't want to waste a turn on it. V-Star is actually pretty good to pick up, I think. Okay, that is 1, 22, 13. In this case, 22, 11. Thinking of clicking on this one anyways to get Smart Falcon to the next level and get another bubble. We just got more restart experience. Fan letter, wonderful. Okay, we're going into the Tokyo Yushin. The only skill picked up so far was triple sevens. And we got second. It's okay. I cannot wait until they allow us to use clocks in any race, which should come with make a new tract. What is that going to actually be called in English or in global? Raceway? Let's full. Do I do 26? 16. I think we do have to do that. I'm keeping in mind that there is the odd chance. Okay, I think will I do Wit here? Oh, no, I think I'm going to do Paladin. Even though it is using up energy. And we did not get the Mihono Bourbon, which would have been the nicer one. And we do have to try, I guess, rank 23 again. Okay, we can salvage the Unity Cup part of this. If we are lucky. Now, there is one thing I can do. I can do a Radio Nikkei show. Fast pace is a required skill, I've found out. We got Charming. It is a little too late for Charming, of course. So we're gonna have to do a Radio Nikkei show. Nikkei? Radio Nikkei. This one also gives a mood up too, because it's a hidden event. Going, Mr. Casper. You've been annoyed. Goes. Alright, come here. Don't hurt yourself. That's a very good one, training. 11% failure rate. I will do the wit training though. Would have been much nicer if that was on Rainbow, though. I'm gonna get Guts.
調子
And let's see. We definitely have to do it on speed, don't we? Yeah.
張り切っていこ
Maxing speed is more important. That was actually a very good sub, I think. Okay. Now I can do this one for the...
うなんだか
I think it's better to rest. Ooh, 70 energy. Wonderful. Definitely the right decision to rest there.
みんなが追いかけたくなる背中
Okay. Speed 22. Crit. Power. Okay, so we do speed eco. Five energy. Yes, Mr. Gaspar. We're gonna risk it for the 45. Yes, wonderful.
今日はいっぱいやるんじゃない
That's right. Ooh, very nice.
共同ミッションを開始
And then we'll... Making this bird very dizzy over here.
今ならどれ
Okay. I think we do that.
共同ミッションを開始
I'll actually use up some energy here. Then might just have another whip turn coming up. Ooh, moved down. I think we do the wit training anyways.
一緒に頑張ろう
And maybe Kiyosan will give us a good skill here. No, she did not.
今日はいっぱいや
In this case, the one thing I will do is the Mile Championship. Because I do need more skill points and more race fans.
注目の一番
And also, I want to
気持ちいい風
make sure my
今また
Euro Finale finals are in Mile. Just because Bitter Glacé and Little Kokon can be annoying. Even with extremely high stats.
かわいい後輩
Ooh, very nice.
張り切っていこ
Focus. I have not actually been getting focus for my Uma's for Capricorn Cup.
注目の一番人気
In fact, I've actually won a few races with after I had late start.
う
Funnily enough.
かっ飛ばすわよ
I think that the need for skill points is so high that you just have to rely on taking the lead and possibly groundwork
大事なレースだもの
rather than skills like focus.
かっ飛ばすわよ 私たちのウィナーです
I actually think I'm gonna take these stats because I could just get up with 2 speed turns in a row or something, or 2 wit turns in a row. In fact, there is a good wit turn right there. Don't think I would do anything about it.
一緒に頑張ろう
special carrots. Wonderful. Journey through. Journey 4. Journey 5.
調子はちょべりぐよ。ブレーキなんて踏まないから。君は
Journey 6. Journey 7.
頑張るわ。なんだか疲れが抜けきれて共同ミッション開始。私たちも張り切っていこう。
Okay, max energy is very much welcome.
気持ちは絶好。注目の一打。
We are on pace for maxing out speed.
次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ。
We need Professor Approacher. Of course, if we don't get Sprint S or Turf S on this inspiration, the run just gets abandoned immediately. Even though it seems like it's such a good run, like it is not going to be worth anything if it doesn't have those inspirations.
なん力が溢れて。
Rip. I'm sorry, Mirozinski. You had fairly good luck.
なんだか
Let's see. She didn't even get a skill hint for Give Mummy Hug, Victory for Plancha. She only got Winter Runner. She has not gotten Snowy Days or Wet. I don't really expect to get Chukyo because I'm not running any races on Chukyo. Stray Adept was one hand focus, ramp up, final push. Yeah, this actually Intimidate would be very good to pick up, but Restart was very good. Like overall, her skills are pretty decent,
今みたいに疲れた顔は
no Sprint
私
S.
には見せないようにし
She's glued.
ライスシャワー
It's just unfortunate. The run could have also gone a lot better. Oh. And I do think I'm going to go with Biko then. Rather than Piano Tap Gun SSR speed.
さあいよいよ始まりま
I
し
think
た
Biko is going to get me more overall stats and better skills.
なん力が溢れて
That is just unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed.
準備はバッチグー
Mr. Casper has almost finished off all of the millet here.
任せて
He's going to be very upset at this here.
私たちにしか行けない場所
Alright,
目指してみない
you can go for now.
やりましょう
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Whew.
今日はいっ
Probably go with the skill hit then.
やりましょう
Winter Runner? Wonderful. definitely go with this command.
やりましょう。
As some past transfers is nice. Motivation, wonderful. This is off to a great start. Speed training.
頑張るわ。
I've done a lot more streams lately too than I normally do
今日はいっぱいやるっきゃな。
for this Capricorn Cup. And quite frankly, not really the best thing for me. But probably what I should be doing is actually trying to do more art streams. Or rather, not necessarily art streams, but creative streams.
ハードめ。
Because that will be probably what will get me financially stable.
やりましょう。
Rather than hoping that I will get somehow randomly popular with Umamusume Pretty Derby. Because after 50, almost 50 streams, it has not worked out.
私たち
It has definitely not worked out. As a free-to-play player, I've also never even gone to the A Cup finals.
やりましょう。
I've won B group finals several times so far. But every time it was kind of rough.
やりましょう。
I'm going for the speed and skill points because I might not get focus. Ooh, that is a hard choice. I think I'll go for the Kyosen hit though.
オッケーよ。 やる気も十分。
Speed is really good for this point in the game.
注目の一番。次も先頭で走るとこ見せるわね。
What I might end up doing is actually going for like Corner Adept as my activation skill for the ultimate rather than for 27. Okay, that is 13%, but I think it is worth clicking.
任せて。
A risky click, but it ramp up. Wonderful. I'm not gonna risk a 50%.
私たち。
Okay, I actually think I do the power clip.
任せて。 今日は
And Marazinski Summer does have a high chance of getting Charming during summer, but that is pretty late for Charming to actually do anything.
調子はちょ。
I'm actually gonna do this speed.
Okay, yeah.
I'm very good at that. I got 2 Umas up to rainbow status.
やりましょう。
Okay, will do
OK
this.
よ
It's almost enough to get Nico Pegasus up to rainbow status.
なんだか
There you go.
一緒に頑張ろう
Nico is just a little off from rainbow status. Just one more. In direction of any type. Let's get some energy. No! Slow metabolism! Ah. Okay. I think I will actually do the stamina click here. Or will I do the power click? I think I'm gonna do the power click.
頑張るわ 気持ちは
And there's always the chance to
ここは
lose
負けられない一番
slow metabolism or a
気
random
持ちいい
event.
風次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ 今なら
Okay, I will probably do that, right?
任せて
That was literally a random event that does nothing but remove 5 energy. Okay, rank 23. Rank 31 is too low, but rank 23, they're, as I have learned so many times, don't even try above rank 25. Rank 31 is very low.
勝ちよ
The only benefit is it gives you the stats, whereas rank 23 you're just gonna lose like 90% of the time. I guess I can get the energy.
準備は今な
And
らど
nothing
れだ
good here, so I'm gonna go for the infirmary. And I don't think Huge Lead is actually a very good skill. Because I've never seen any Uma actually proc Huge Lead in Capricorn Cup.
勝負
How do I actually do Guts here? That is a very good click. However, both of those could actually be on like a rainbow. So it might be better to wait for them to be on rainbows. On actually stats that are more useful. Or during summer, that's also a possibility.
ハードめの
Okay, we will actually do that. Snowy days, wonderful. That means I can get playtimes over. And I will go ahead and max get Pico Pegasus to rainbow status. Okay, I think I will go for the energy.
準備はバッチリ
Let's see.
やりましょう。
Oof.
コンディション
Trying to move down there.
ここは負けられない。次も先頭で走るとこ見せるわね。なんだ、力が溢れて。
Oh, got one hit for groundwork. Genius X Bakushin is really nice.
私に注目してくれる子たち
Unfortunately,
が
no
いるの。
Sprint S. Now, I might take it if I get like a fast learner. Her stats, I should probably go on her a recovery skill.
あれ
She's still the #1 favorite.
気持ちいい風。次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ。
And she does have 260 stamina, which is higher.
共同ミッションを開始します。可愛い後輩ちゃんと
Do I do speed? I actually think I do speed because of the hit.
頑張るわ。私に注目してくれる子たち
And
が
then do I just try to win the derby like this and don't get any skills? Because I could get more hints for corner recovery. Triple 77.
コンディションも上
I think I get triple 77 because it is just going to be the most reliable trigger.
大事なここは負けられない。ちょこっと力が出し切れなかったかな。
That move down really hurts her. She has overwhelming stats for this point in the game, and with triple 77 she should have had no problem with stamina either. Oh well.
私たち
What I'm thinking of is just doing red, red, and then radio Nikkei show.
やる気は
Ah, that is a double speed. I have to do a double speed.
張り切っていこう。大事なレースだもの。
That is not looking good. Rank 24 is fine.
かっ飛ばすわよ。私たちの勝利です。 なんだかつ
No charming, but it didn't really matter. This is painful. I could be doing this, or I could be doing Radio Nikkei show. I think I'm gonna skip the Radio Nikkei show.
開始します。 アクセル。
And I think I'm gonna move it up here.
かわいい子。レッツゴー。アクセルゼ。
And I will do
共同ミ
training.
ッション開始。
Guts.
調子
Speed.
張り切っていこ
Hot Topic is not that important in Unity Cup. And also, I do so many trainings during Unity Cup. It is not nearly as valuable then as
う。共
well.
同ミッション開始。
Overall, everything in the stat lineup is actually pretty good so far. Extremely good so far. Going for the energy then. That is a double.
張り切っていこ
If we just have a bunch of doubles, then she just maxes speed.
う。今ならどれだけ
Okay, that's also good.
張り切っていこ
Okay.
う。なんだか
Rest. What?
みんなが追いかけたくなる。
There's nothing here, so Mile Championship it is.
ここは負けられ気持ちいい風。次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ。
We haven't gotten Fast Loader and no Sprint or Turf S.
準備は
Oh, that is so good.
張
Double
り切っていこ
speed.
う。やる気も十分。準備バッチリ。
Okay, we actually have a good chance to win Aramakin in here.
ここ
Which
は
will
負
be
けられ
very funny if we do.
まあまあの出来だったんじゃ
Third.
ない
Oh well. I mean, we got more fans from that race than from the Mile Championship. While only having a C aptitude. Pretty happy with that, actually.
調子はどうかってかっ飛ばすわよ。
What?
負けた
That should not have been a loss. Ah, the RNG. Oh, that's painful. Oh, the painful RNG right there.
ハード
I do think people overvalue it just a little, the Unity Cup rewards, but it's still a very good amount of skill points at the end. That might mean that this run is kind of ends up being a dud.
や
Hopefully this run doesn't end up being a dud, even with like Sprint S. Oh, we do need Sprint S too. Okay, this is a hard choice. I think we have to go with the double speed. I think we always have to go with the double speed.
調子張り切っていこうなんだ気持ちは絶好
For me,
調
everything is going pretty well. But we will see if this run is a dud or not the very next
注目
turn.
の一番人気持ちいい風次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ
Okay, let's... Yes.
なんだ力が溢れて
And it's a dud. Come on.
今日はいっぱいやるんじ
So,
ゃない
this might even be like an S rank Uma. If I finish out the run. But I'm not gonna finish out the run. So unfortunate.
この服のほつれや傷は
So unfortunate.
じゃあ
So incredibly unfortunate. Everything right, but the RNG just doesn't give you
いよい
any
よ始ま
hope.
りましたなんだ力が
Meanwhile, yesterday, 2 runs with Bakushin got Perf S and Sprint S, with even less affinity.
が
Okay,
オッケーよ
skill hint, obvious, early lead, wonderful.
私は10やりましょう準備は任せてやりましょう
Okay, front button corners, wonderful.
私たち
Okay, 3. This one.
任せてやりましょうハードめの任せて なんだか
Well, we already have enough speed to win the W. Wonderful. 2 mood ups
み
already.
んなが
That is a very nice wood clay.
やりましょう。
Ordinary cup. No skill hits though.
今ならどれ頑張るわ。なんだか疲れた。
Yeah, I think I will go for the skill hit. Oh, a failure? What was that? 14%?
大事なレースだもの。
That was unfortunate. That was very unfortunate. Connecting issue. What's going on here? We're having a crash, I think. We're having a crash, maybe. Okay, what is going on? I've never had this happen before. Okay, we're just going to in process. And then restart. That should not be much of an issue.
サイゲームスウマ娘プリティダービー。無断での夜間トレーニングは禁止されています。
ここは負けられない一番。
I have no clue why that happened.
次の先頭で走るとこ見せるわね。
That was very strange. Very strange indeed. In general, Umamusume Pretty Derby has been a very stable game. Do I gamble? Gamble paid off. Wonderful.
やりましょう。
I must not have been paying full attention to how much energy was left. I'm gonna have to rest here. Groundwork.
今日は
Okay.
任せて。
Skill hint for early lead.
みんなが追いかけたくなる。
Wit. Skill
頑張
hint
るわ。
for bourbon. Snowy days, wonderful. That's 2. Mood up.
なんだか
Rest.
調子はちょべ。
30 twice in a row. Fortunate. Do I do the speed here or do I do the smart weapon? I think I do the smart weapon.
やりましょう。
Front runner savvy, wonderful. Okay.
任せて。
We'll do the speed one now. It's really good. Final push. 2 skill hints. 2 skill hints intimidate. 5 extra energy. Guts.
なんだか
Okay, 11. I think I will actually rest. Speed and power. Full energy anyways. I will actually do power here with the skill hit. Boy, race course was worthless, but that's fine. And energy is fine.
ハードめの
Guts. I will actually do power again.
頑張るわ
Friendship on Marvelous Sunday. Go. Good.
調子はどうかってやる気
Go
持
ahead
ち
and get a recovery skill. One recovery is 1 off on triple 7.
気持
I
ち
think
は
I do
絶
prefer
好
triple
調のノ
7,
リノリよ
but I don't think I need to get it until Japan Derby.
注目の一番人
Okay, my voice
気
is
持ちいい
a
風
bit quieter.
次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ
Ah. Yeah, this is very good, isn't it?
共同ミッション開始
Yeah, the thing is, I could end up running 5 runs. We're not even going to attempt 23.
かっ飛ばすわよ
Even though I popped 3 Spirit Bursts, I don't think it's worth it. Which is actually quite a lot for this early on. Or is it actually 4 Spirit Bursts by now? I'm actually gonna get skill points. I very rarely choose that, but it actually makes sense here.
今ならどれだけでも走れるわ
Okay, we are looking at 3 Spirit Bursts, okay, which is a lot for how early it is. What do I do? Do I do speed? Do I do guts? I think I do speed.
張り切っていこう10任せて
Equipped. I'm fairly confident that I will max speed first.
なんだか
Sprint straightaways will be pretty good.
今日は
At least if I'm preparing for like the ultimate. I think I really get stamina.
頑張るわ どうも
And then 15 energy is pretty good.
準備
Okay. Speed.
任せて
Energy and guts, I actually think I'll go for.
やる気も十分
Okay, let's
注目の
let's
一番
see
人
indeed.
4番丸
次も
The
先
Baron
頭
out
で
is showing my voice, I think. There is some diminished quality there. Mr. Casper, what are you doing over there? Silly goose. The skills were so good, but no sprint S still.
気持ちは
Still no sprint S. Okay, we will just race at Tsutsuki Show.
注目の一番人
気持ちいい風次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ
Target in sight. There's actually a decent skill here.
調子はちょ
Okay. That's 5% failure, but it is actually a very good training moves.
かっい技の練習だ
Okay, and this is incredible.
共同ミッション開始 やる気も十分
Okay. So options are like corner recovery, or 777, Roxy. I think one of them. I might actually pick corner recovery. No, I'm gonna get 777s. I think that's more reliable for the champions meeting.
気
I
持ち
do
は
have to get it no matter what.
ここは負けられちょこっと力が出しきれなかったかな
If I had to go in that, we probably would actually have to use a clock. That is unfortunate. Not unsurprising, but unfortunate.
なんだ
Okay, do I want to just rest? No, this is a 2 out
共
of
同ミッション開始 今日はやる
8.
気
I will
は
actually rest here. Only got a 30 on that rest. I think we've had
気持ちは
3
絶好
rests
調
this run that have had 30 energy. I don't think we'll beat that, so it'll be rank 26.
かき飛ばすわよあたし勝ちよ
So here comes the first choice. Radio Nikkei Show or the training.
調子はち
So it's only one Spirit Burst this time. I think I will go for a Radio Nikkei Show.
ここは負けられない次も先頭で走るとこ見せるわね
Because 84 skill points is nothing to sneeze about.
あ
Okay.
張り切っていこうな なんだか疲れて
I actually do think I'm going to go for the Marvelous Sunday here.
オッケーよ
It would have been much nicer if there's a rainbow there, but it's fine.
調子
And 2% failure, but that is
張
very
り切ってい
acceptable.
こ
So not as good as the last run, but pretty okay. Unfortunately, the last run did not get the vaunted failure and a 12%. Has this run had 2 failures so far?
うなんだか
And let's see. What I might actually do is Sprinter Stakes.
ここは負けられない
気持ちいい風次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ ハードめのトレ
This one is definitely lower on the luck level.
やりましょう
It's more of a low roll in general. Not terrible, but not amazing. Gotta go for playtime's over.
調子 共同ミッション
With
開始
double burst.
みんなが追いかけハードめのト
Gonna go for the mile championship.
ここは負けられない
Then I don't have to do any more optional races. I should have the skill points.
次もまた
Unless there's like no rainbows at all during another sprinter stake or another mile G1. I don't want to actually do any medium G1s. Okay, let's see. Ooh, very nice.
張り切っていこう調子はどうか
I'm not gonna get any skills for this. Whether or not she wins or not, it's
注目
all
の
up
一
to
番
her. Based raw
ちょこっと力が出し
stats.
切れなか
Orf
った
is
かな
okay. Ooh.
やる気も十分じかっ飛ばすわよ
Unicum is doing well.
タラコたちの勝ち
Much better than the last run at the very least. And this is the third daily borrow without getting anything from it. We had to do our runs before... Well, 5 o'clock is the last chance, I believe. I'm gonna get the stats because could definitely end up with more free energy. Hot springs. Dirty energy. Wonderful. And then a moo down right after the hot spring ticket. Okay, I think I will go for blue here. Speed is on track to max out. I should do power here. That's not actually too bad. I'm definitely gonna wait for the guaranteed mood up in early April. Or just now. That's fine. Perfectly happy for that. Okay, Guts has 3 Umas on it. This might actually be a good time to do Guts training. Okay.
注目の気持ちいい風。次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ。
Blue or not, blue or not, blue or not. Blue or not, blue or not, blue or not. And she's glue. Oh. 3 runs so far. No sprint S. Everything was going fairly well. Venus X Bakushin max discount. Victory Pulp Launch to give Bummy a hug. Winter Runner Snowy Days targeted site. Early lead. Fast paced. Final push. She has everything except for Sprint S. And maybe freaking... Such a shame. Such a shame. 3rd failed run just because the inheritance didn't work out. There were some other things wrong with that run, some of the failed turns, but still. Whew. So annoying. And of course, no fast learner either. Like, I think a fast learner run has the potential to be even better than, like, Earth S and Sprint S. Mine would just take so many runs, and you have to deal with daily borrows. At least I have to deal with daily borrows. Because with the time I had, it just wasn't worth building a 9 sprint Uma either. This is fairly good luck. So, this is fine.
ハードめの
I'm gonna do the rich
やり
rating.
ましょう。
You seem to be more
今
easy.
日は
Oh,
調子よく走れそう。
I'm gonna turn on some
さあ
fill
走って
light.
風を感じるわよ。
Okay, that should be a bit better. Yeah, I'll take the skill hit.
オッケーよ。
We can see is not any good for us. Okay.
なんだか疲れが抜けき
I'm
れ
being
てな
called
く
for
て
something, so I'll be right
あ
back.
まり元気に走れないかも。今みたいに疲れた顔は後輩ちゃんたちには見せないようにしなきゃ。なんだか疲れが抜けきれてなくてあんまり元気に走れないかも。今みたいに疲れた顔は後輩ちゃんたちには見せないようにしなきゃ。なんだか疲れが抜けきれてなくてあんまり元気に走れないかも。今みたいに疲れた顔は後輩ちゃんたちには見せないようにしなきゃ。なんだか疲れが抜けきれてなくてあんまり元気に走れないかも。今みたいに疲れた顔は後輩ちゃんたちには見せないようにしなきゃ。なんだか疲れが抜けきれてなくてあんまり元気に走れないかも。今みたいに疲れた顔は後輩ちゃんたちには見せないようにしなきゃ。なんだか疲れが抜けきれてなくてあんまり元気に走れないかも。今みたいに疲れた顔は後輩ちゃんたちには見せないようにしなきゃ。なんだか疲れが抜けきれてなくてあんまり元気に走れないかも。今みたいに疲れた顔は後輩ちゃんたちには見せないようにしなきゃ。なんだか疲れが抜けきれてなくてあんまり元気に走れないかも。
Good.
今みたい
that
に
was
疲
fairly
れた
good.
顔は
On.
後輩ちゃんたちには見せないよう
Okay,
にしな
that
き
is
ゃ。
handled. Let's see. Ready.
やりましょう。
I'll definitely take the energy.
今日はい
Stamina? No, I think guts is more good.
頑張るわ。
Especially because those friendship increases are more important. Wit, not gonna get this.
なんだか疲れ。
Rest.
やる気はバリバリ。
Okay. So the current state of things is
任せて。
I may or may not be able to get into the A group finals as free to play. This was the cup I was sort of betting a lot of my time and effort on being able to get to the A group finals. And it just did not work out. Okay, did get snowy days there. That's very nice.
私にちゅ。
注目の1番人。
次も先頭で走るとこ見せるわね。
And in this entire thing, I've only gone one fast learner. That was a Marozensky. I haven't gone a fast learner with Sprint S or Turf S. I've only gone in two Umas, which were both
みんなが追いかけたくなる背中じゃなくて
Sakura
ね。
Bakushino with Turf S and Sprint S. And all the other ones that I've gone that were decently viable were just Sprint S, not even like a single Turf S outside of the one where it got both. The two that got both. Okay, let's see. Guts. Might actually be worth clicking Guts here.
一緒に頑張って。
I did one of this day's sets of races,
なんだか疲
and I
れ。
managed to get 2 out of 5. So I think that it might be possible for me to get 3 out of 5,
やる気。
but I am heavily limited. If I can get... Okay, which one do I go for? Do I go for speed or do I go for guts here? I think I might go for guts.
一緒に頑張って。
Because that gets Biko very close.
なんだか
Okay, there's a 10% failure here, but there's a
任
skill.
せて。
Skill hit on the most important one to get skill hits from. Peasant frontrunners is okay. I need tail health high. Might have to take another break. My 2 water bottles are empty.
今みたいに。なんだか疲れ。
Okay. And it's already been a pretty high cost to level this. Groundwork. If I was a whale, I would have a maxed out Smart Falcon by now, probably.
頑張るわ。
And that would have fixed all my problems. I feel like you can't...
準備はバッチ。
Like, the whales have a pretty large advantage right now. Can definitely do
任
stamina.
せて。
That was actually a very good stamina. Okay, guts. 13, 16. I'm actually gonna do the guts, yeah.
一緒に頑張って。
I will be glad to say goodbye, adieu, farewell to the Unity Cup. I'll be very happy to see it gone.
調子はどうか
Apparently, it will forever haunt frontrunners, though. Because frontrunners are gonna want Ignited Spirit Wit
6番
as an inherited skill.
実力は完全に上位ですね。
Very good speed, power, and wit for this race.
気持ちいい風
And predictably,
次
we
も
won.
またかっ飛ば
Right
す
now,
わ
my
よ
eyes are actually. I've done too much streaming in the past week, I feel like. Because right now, my eyes are a little sore, a little tired. And that is weighing on. Okay, final push.
なんだか
Okay, there's nothing good here.
うーん
I can do Hopeful Stakes, that's fine.
ここは負けられない
Hopeful Stakes is one of the more valuable ones.
次は前を譲らないわ
Though we did get second there, so that was hurt a little. And I don't want to do too many medium races, because I do not want to do the Orofinal Files versus Bitter Glacé and Little Cocoon with B-ranked medium aptitude. Okay, 24. I'm just not gonna risk it.
かっ飛ばすわよ
I wish this was a higher
あと
option,
勝ちよ
but I think 25 and under are the safe options. That would be a very good training if I had the energy for it. 30 energy. Wit. Wit. Sheesh. 22. I think I actually will do this training, work on getting smart falcon. This is a better training,
張り切っていこう
because it at least has the Unity Cup thing. Give me 3 skill hits. Drat.
やる気
Wit is actually a pretty good
やりましょう 調子は
One. Sure.
一緒に頑張って
It would actually be very funny if I got ignited guts. That would be very funny. I don't think it's going to be possible. Gonna go with the energy and guts, I think.
やる気も十分準備
If I got ignited guts, that'd actually be better than ignited speed
ここは負けられない
on this
一番
CM in particular, I believe.
次
The
の
best
戦闘
one
の
would be
走る
ignited
とこ見
wit.
せるもんね
I probably won't get that. Like anytime my wit isn't like 300 skill points more than my speed, I get like it might like I've had 1,000 wit and 900 speed, and it gave me this ignited speed. Come on, this 4 times the charm, right?
なんだ力が溢れて 調子
No sprinters. This is gonna be a
ここは負けら
little
れない
too
一
frustrating.
番人
I'm not gonna.
13
I think this is probably gonna be the last run I try,
気持
because
ち
this
い
is
い
just
風
way too frustrating.
次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ
Well, I guess I could try one more. I do have the time. It is painful though. is very painful. I'm gonna go get some water. Oh, and I was apparently muted for a bit. That's unfortunate. Oh, no one saw that. There's no one watching right now, right? I am going to be right back, though. I'm going to get some water. Usually I mute my microphone every time I go on break, and unmute it when I come back, but I forgot to do that last time when I got a knock on my door. Alright, I am back. Back again. The microphone is on. Okay, here we go. So. We still have yet to get Sprint S anytime today. Okay, I think I'll go with that. That's 16% failure. Do I rest instead? I think I actually rest this turn. Okay, I'm gonna go 777 unless I don't think I've gotten any skill ups in coin recovery. So 777s it is. Second is not too bad in Tokyo Yushin, especially after a random move down. Okay, let's see. I think I do a wit training, and then I do Radio Nikkei Show for the mood up. That is a ridiculously good wit training, and I am very sad to be doing this race for the mood up over it. But this race also gives 83 skill points, plus the mood up.
バッチリ。
Do I actually do sprinter? No, my speed is a little low to win sprinter stakes, I think.
共同ミッション開始。
Empty fill.
I might regret this later, but
は
hey, we go. Skill hint.
使い技の練習だ。 私たちに
Okay, wet. I think we will do the,
張り切っていこ
a little disappointing, but it seems to be the best option.
う。みんなが追いかけたく
Guts. It isn't particularly good.
今ならどれだ
I
け
think I
で
can
も走れ
actually
る。
rest here too.
やりましょう。
Or even just a wit training.
私たち
Okay.
今日はいっ
Don't
ぱ
think I
い。
need either of those, so I'm gonna do Mile Championship.
注目の一番人
気持ちいい風。次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ。
So current stats are a little subpar. You're probably gonna do worse than 5th in the Armageddon.
今なら
Wonderful.
張り切っていこう。やる気も
I could get the hint for fast paced. It's now 4 discounted. And see if that works because it's a very, very good skill.
気持ちはぜ
We can potentially do one more race with the daily borrow.
注目の
We've
一番
had
人
3 so far that have failed to get.
まあまあの出来だったんじゃ
Well,
な
we
い？
got 3rd. That's not too bad. We've had. This will be the 4th run, and we've had. The first inspiration did not give us Sprint S or Turf S.
調子はどうかって？
I haven't gotten any Umas with Sprint S and Fast Learner.
かっ飛ばすわよ。
So it's just been bad RNG all day.
私たちの勝ちよ。
Bad RNG with more bad RNG. New Year's?
調子
Ooh.
張り切っていこ
We haven't had too many double speed trains either. Issues! How painful would it be if this gets Sprint S, but for some reason the stats are just not there?
う。なん
one speed there.
ハードめのトレみんなが追い
Power training. I don't know if power training is worth it there. Probably is actually.
コラボだね なんだか共同ミッション開始
Yeah, well, I won't feel too sad about quitting this run if I don't get Sprint S,
もうすぐレースの
because
時
the luck has just turned into atrocious.
注目の一番
気持ちいい風次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ
Okay, let's see. How shall I gnash my teeth?
なんだ力が溢れて
Rip. Fourth run in a row. Fourth run in a row.
みんなが追いかけたくなる背中じゃなくっちゃね
And overall, pretty miserable skill hit wise. Only thing really good was fast paced. And restart. Everything else was sort of
今
guaranteed.
日調子よく走れそうたくさん走って風を感じるわよ
Okay, let's see how much time we have left.
父は元トレーナーで私の夢を
Let's
叶
see
え
how
る
much time there is left. That's not the right thing to click on.
レースにエントリーする
We have 1 hour left, right? Yeah, it closes in 1 hour and 23 minutes, so there is time for one more run attempt. I will finish the next run no matter
よ
what.
く西のフラワーチャオ
Yeah. So this is the 5th attempt to get Sprint S today.
さあいよいよなんだ力が溢れて
Unfortunately, I did not figure out the exact proper deck that would have the best odds until much later
私たち
on
に頑張るわ
in my preparation stages for Capricorn Cup.
みんなが追いか任せて
Lord, grant me some luck today.
やる気は
Okay, let's see. I'm still gonna go for this gun.
オッケーよ なんだか準備は任せて
Well, actually, I have Vico Pegasus maxed out pretty quick. That'd be pretty nice. Skill hint there. Do I go for the skill hint? I think I do.
頑張るわ
What conditions would be very useful? And wonderful.
なんだか
I think I rest here. Rather than fall into the temptation. Go get whipped.
ハードめ
That's actually a pretty good gut strength. Three monthly cards. Two. I'm gonna go with playtime's over. And just have to get snowy days from
私たちにしか行け
the Mihono Bourbon Wit card.
やりましょう私は準備バッチリ
And this click will get Eco up to rainbow status, but this wit click is
やり
better
ましょ
because there's 3 there.
うみんなオッケーよ
No mood up so far. But that doesn't matter too much
もうすぐレース
at this stage.
注目の一番人気
Because the early trains give a lot less stats in general.
次も先頭で走るとこ見せるわね
And it sort of made up for Biko being at friendship level already, I think.
やる気は
Okay. This would actually get Biko for real at the friendship level. She needs to be at. Uh, 15 energy is very good here.
勝負頑張るわ
Winter Runner, wonderful. Okay, so we have wet conditions, Winter Runner. Still need snowy. Mihono Bourbon.
オッケーよ
We're not likely to get Chukyo, so I'm not even gonna try for that one. Most of the Chukyo races are actually during summer,
なんだか
and it's only a low chance to get the race
私
spark
は準備ば
if you don't inherit it.
張り切っていこ
And we're still only on normal status. Groundwork.
う準備
Okay, do I go for the... I think I actually go for the stamina click. Because that will have
任
better
せて
dividends overall. And our stamina is actually atrocious.
は
And our first mood up was the guaranteed one. Biko, I think I do Marvelous Sunday. Tail health high is absolutely required. Ramp up is very nice.
なんだか
Rest. Mood up. Wonderful.
やる気
It will do the speed train.
張り切っていこ
Wit.
うハードめのトリ
Okay, we have Rainbow and a Skill Hint. Go for that.
合体技の練習
Skill Hint isn't actually any good. Because I already have the one I need.
気持ち
The
は
other ones
絶
won't be
好調
relevant, but it is extra stats.
注目の一打。気持ちいい風。
And that is a shot.
またかっ飛ばすわ
Jelly
よ。
steaks complete. No, it's very likely I'm not going to do hopeful steaks. Yeah. Sign out to tricks.
張り切っていこ
Well, actually, I will occasionally say that one was at least decent. Okay, rank 26. We can be at rank 26 pretty consistently.
う。かっ飛ばすわよ。
So that is one of the better options you can face on the first set. Yes, win, win, draw, draw, win.
勝ちよ。
That is very good for winning the Union Cup at the very end. Now we will have to see if we can get Sprint S. Even if I don't get Sprint S, I'm going to complete this run. Because this will be my one run for the daily quests today.
みんなが
Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Okay, yeah, we can get some.
任せて。なんだか疲れが抜けきれてなくて。
It's actually
やりましょう。
This is quite late. Not the latest, but yeah, some. Okay, I'm gonna do this and max my Wilson. Tremendously. Are you ready to bounce back? 3 hints for straight away.
準備はバッチ。
8%, but it also is a mood up on Mihono Bourbon.
張り切っていこ
Who is the last one to get the rainbow status this time? 10% failure rate, but it is all bet.
う。一緒に頑張ろ
Not the worst thing. Mihono Bourbon is almost free. Well, not really, but let's get it closer. And hello
う。
again,
調子
Mr.
はどうか
Casper.
って？ここは負けられない。次も先頭で走るとこ見せるわね。
Please, oh please, give me Sprint S.
力が溢れて。
That was a lot of hints. Doesn't mean anything if I don't get Sprint S though, right? Or at least fast learner, right?
アクセ
I think I will go ahead and pick up triple sevens and then
やる気も。
ここは負けられない。
気持ちいい風。次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ。
the thing is I have 9 sprint sparks and 8 turf sparks. Sure, the affinity is not particularly good because it has to come from Super Greek and Elton to pass it. But at the same time, it's not the... Well, actually it is. It's not double circle affinity.
私たち
But basically the game is like, yeah, it's random if you're gonna even give it a chance to win.
気持ちは絶
And it's very
注
frustrating.
目の一番人
And then you have to have
ちょこっ
other
と
things
力
happen.
が出しきれなかった
Like you
かな
need Mihono Bourbon to give her taking the lead, which she doesn't actually give every single time. Which is why my max speed, max wit Valkushin ended up being terrible. The one with Turf S and Sprint S ended up being terrible because, well, no taking the lead, no the skill that is for the mid-race version of taking the lead effectively. And she didn't have final push either.
ハード張り切っていこう気持ちは絶好調のノリノリよ
Okay, is 18 too high? 18 might be too high. 24 should be fine.
かき飛ばすわよあたし勝ちよ
Timing is a very high rate here, but it's not particularly useful. I'm going to do Radio Nekisho. That is pretty worth it for the skill points and for Hot Topic.
次も先頭で走るとこ見せるわね
It is a little painful to use up a summer turn for it, but I will definitely click that.
張り切っていこうなんだか
And have to rest that.
レッツゴーアクセル
Okay, guts. We're gonna go for the wit click there. Then.
任せて
So no rainbows that were usable on the final dash, so that was a little disappointing. Be good.
合体技の練習だ
Okay, microphone. Check. Everything seems to be working.
今なら
Guts click
一緒に
after.
頑張ってや
And there's one.
合体技の練習だ
Sprint corners, wonderful. I'll try to run the model championship unless there's like a double wet or a double
みんな
rainbow
が追いかけ
for speed. And I actually think I will do the power click.
コラボだね準備はバッ
Yep, those are mediocre. Definitely don't want to championship them.
ここは負けられない
Stats are a lot better than the last run.
次もまた
Not the highest of any of these runs, but this is pretty good.
Kawaii
down. That is somewhat acceptable.
共同ミッションを開始します
Because we should get a mood up most of the time.
私に
There's prudent positioning.
注目の一番人
次は前
Second, an arm McKinnon moves C up to not too bad.
Condition かき飛ばすわよ
And we should be able to do this. Wonderful.
あたし勝ちよ
About 90% chance to win. I'd say. There are some runs where that would not work, but most of the time you'll win. We're probably gonna get energy for free.
準備
Okay.
張り切っていこ
Bushel of carrots, wonderful, mood up. Okay, that's training, that's not too bad.
う一緒に頑張って
50% chance to fail.
なんだか準備
And, ooh, this is even better.
張り切っていこ
Okay, so we have Winter Runner,
う
Snowy
調子は
Days. I think I will do this guts with it.
一緒に頑張って
So even if we don't get the aptitude, we're gonna finish this run. Even though I've stopped all the other runs today. A huge lead is not gonna be useful for her.
調子はど
And we can try her if she gets max
注
speed
目の一番人気
for the end, even without the Turf S or Sprint S.
気持ちいい風
But she might just have the better skill set for
か
it.
っ飛ばすわよ
It's very frustrating that she hasn't got a Turf S. I mean, Sprint S, but Turf S would also be acceptable at this point. It is very frustrating.
なんだ力が溢れて
5 out of 5 runs, 0 sprint aptitude increases, with 9 sprint sparks and 8 turf sparks. None, nothing, nada, zilch.
一緒に頑張ろ
As I said, we're gonna finish the run.
う今なら
That is a
張り切っていこ
all of this. Even though I had to skip a marvelous Sunday skill hint. Do so.
う調子
So fun. actually probably the best.
みんなが追い
Pretty sweet. Don't want to waste
今日
10
は
energy. Power.
コラボだね 気持ちは
I am incredibly frustrated.
注目の一番
気持ちいい
I'm gonna review all the Maruzinski I've recently done and all the Bakushin I've recently done. At least the ones with spread S. And see if they're better than the ones I'm currently using. Because the skill sets matter a lot.
やる気はバリバリ
We are just gonna do a right click
やりましょう
and then go into several with Umamusume.
気持ちは絶好調
One clone versus rank 8 is pretty good. I don't think I've lost to the rank 8 team ever. Basically, you can reach the rank 8 team. I'm gonna do here.
共同ミッションを開始
If you can reach that team, then you're probably gonna win anyways. Sheesh.
一緒に頑張
Right,
っ
the spots have not been
て
cooperative.
調子は
Or maybe they have been, I don't know. Would that be considered cooperative?
合体技の練習だ
Because we're now at 1,000 speed.
なんだか頑張るわ
And no rainbows on the last day of summer is pretty terrible. Here's taking the lead, which is one of the required skills. We're not going to get fast learner, I don't think.
なんだか
I'm
疲
going
れ
to
ま
rest here. I can do sprinter stakes or mile championship as well.
調子
I
今
will
なら
do
ど
sprinter stakes because there's literally nothing. No rainbows, so I'll take a G1 and these
ここ
skill
は負けられ
points.
気持ちいい風次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ
Like, this run would still be good if I got fast learner, I think. I have all the right skills.
準備は
Do the rainbow on guts, I guess.
一緒に頑張って
800 power. Is corner acceleration any good here? I don't want to lose the 10 energy for 10 guts though, so I'll go with corner acceleration.
気持ちは注目の一番気持ちいい
600 whip is a lot lower, but it's fine, I guess. Compared to the ones where I was maxing with. Okay, that's fine.
共同ミッションを開始します 調子は
9 spirit speed. Okay, this is better than Mile Championship by
張
far.
り切っていこ
We don't have tail held high either.
うなんだか
I think I will rest. the guts.
一緒に頑張って
With just doing guts and wit, I can max speed at this stage. So the deck isn't the problem.
やる気も十分
Deck is perfectly fine. Just getting sprint S. Unfortunately, I'm just not gonna have any more time.
かき飛ばすわよ
What? What? Ah. What? Where's Smart Falcon? Smart Falcon should be on the dirt team. Did it really screw me with the RNG there? It doesn't matter. This isn't going to be a usable career run anyways. But still. I really hate that Unity Cup does that. That should have been an easy win on Unity Cup Finals. But they threw away one of my best cards.
今日は一発
Okay, let's see. There's 2. Do I do guts training? Do I do wit training? I think I do the speed
張り
training,
切って
right?
いこ
Just for safety's sake.
うやる気も十分
And then the rest of it will definitely produce enough.
注目の一番に
This also means there's no point in narrating the Earth-Final
か
final,
っ飛ばすわよ
which is something I like doing, but in Unity Cup, if you're not facing Bitter, let's say, and Little Capricorn, you basically have no chance of being defeated.
みんなが共同ミッション
I actually had like the worst luck ever. Even with Hot Topic,
やる気も十分
midway through, the reporter is only at 2 bars.
注目の一番
Her coverage is terrible.
気持ちいい風次もまたかっ飛ばすわよみんな
I'm gonna go ahead and put the power here.
コラボだね気持ちは絶好調のノリノリよ
Okay, Earth-Final Finals.
注目の気持ちいい風
Such a pain.
次もまたかっ飛ばすわよ
And we won by 7 links. All the other Umas in the Unity Cup version of Earth-Final Finals are just terrible. They've made Little Cocoon and Bitter Glacé so overpowered, but all the other ones are just no challenge at all. So let's see. I would actually get all 3 of these ultimate skills. I would not get Shooting for Victory. Wet Conditions, Winter Runner, Snowy Days, that's 3 of them. The other one would be Left-Handed and Shukyo Racecourse, and then stuff like Competitive Spirit, and whatever the other one is. Target Insight. Professor of Curvature, not enough hints. No corner adept hits. Straightaway adept is not good enough unless it's fully discounted, I think. Ramp up is good. Taking the lead is critical. Fast pace is critical. And we can get crowd work, which is critical. We just don't have enough. We don't have enough for the skills. Front runner straightaways we can fit in. Basically, we didn't get things discounted enough to actually make a working build here. And Mummy, Victory Poor Plancha, and Genius X Bakushin take up a lot of skills, but they're sort of very good. Ugh. I think yes, she's probably like, even though I'm saving it just in case, her affinity's gonna be terrible. She didn't win too many races. Marizinski also has kind of low affinity with other Umas. It's not Haru Urura bad. Haru Urura is like 1,000 points of affinity in general. Marizinski is like 1,800. And some will have more affinity with others. Marizinski will have more affinity with frontrunners. So she's not a terrible parent for frontrunners. But for overall affinity, for non-frontrunners, she's pretty terrible. Her ultimate is actually a decent parent, from what I understand. Okay. Are the daily quests complete? We're actually one career playthrough away from 650. Wipe the milestone. Okay. So we're gonna do this. There's 49 minutes left. I'm gonna switch out this Marizinski for the one we just did. I'm not gonna switch anything out. The team is a Guts Mihono Bourbon with a bunch of debuffs. 1, 2, 3, 4 debuffs. So this one has actually been somewhat useful in helping me win. And I haven't gotten a better one, and I'm not going to spend any more time building one. Unless I somehow get into the ARU finals. This Bakushin, this is the second Bakushin. She has gotten groundwork, has front runners, but she doesn't have max speed. I didn't quite have the luck with the same, it was the same deck. She actually had 20% speed aptitude, so she could get a lot better speed, but she had a failed training, and then she randomly had migraine, and it took, I think, 2 turns to cure migraine. I could be wrong about that. I'd have to rewatch yesterday's VOD, which I'm not going to do, really. She has a lot better skills. She has 5 of these. That really helps her. So we're going to try with this team. This is the Marizinski I just made. Skills only taking the lead. She really did not have... There were also a lot of skill cards can give a bunch of like plus 40 skill points if they pop up. One of the big ones, of course, would be like Matikani Fuki Ukitaru Wit, which has a 45. So we're going to try this one. And if this does not work, I'm going to look through my other Marizinskis to see if there's one with max speed. Victory for Plancha, give Mummy a hug. Taking the lead. Fast pace. And final push.
5番人気1番マルゼンスキ。
ライバルたちは強力ですが。
So here we go. There's only 45 minutes left, and I have to get done with 3 sets. So I will be skipping through some of this.
Start.
And going fast. Bakushin. Okay, they're actually doing quite well. Guess for courage. Bakushin. Marizinski in second. And victory. The turn S sprint S Bakushin. But didn't have max speed. So this might actually be a winning team. I'm actually surprised to win. Well, maybe I'm not too surprised. We will see. And like this Capricorn Cup, the YouTube creators were basically predicting it would be a case chaser with El Condor Pasa everywhere.
6番
And she is there to some extent, but most people just could not be bothered to build a sprint El Condor Pasa, let alone an El Condor Pasa with sprint and a Mummy Super Creek with sprint. And a lot of people went with front runners, even though they weren't supposed to be as good.
誰が先頭に抜け出すか注目しましょう。
8番桜爆心王のマルゼンスキー、この2人が競り合っていると最大の結果を出せるか。1番人気ミホノブルボン、先頭を行ったのは8番桜爆心王、続いてマルゼンスキー、早くも激しい競り合いになっていた2番桜爆心王、さらにはライスシャワー、ミホノブルボン、ここにいた1番桜爆心王、内から行く第4コーナーを進んで直線へ。
This courage. 3. Okay, we've fallen. We've fallen to second and third. Second and third. We've fallen to second and third. That Bakushin is bothering me quite a bit. Bakushin is activating her ultimate very late. Now the other Bakushin wins. That other Bakushin triggered Turbo Sprint. Second and third. So I actually think with this setup, I can look for another Marzinski that has Sprint S, and if she has those 3 skills plus Mummy and El Condor Pasa as ultimates, she might be able to actually help this Bakushin win.
4番マルゼンス、
次へとつなぐ。さあ
Late start on Mihono Bourbon. Marzinski taking a huge lead. And both of my ultimates block pretty well. My Bakushin is in third. Triple plancha, give Mummy hug. And Marzinski has fallen. Bakushin in fourth. Marzinski in second. Runner straightaways. Oh, the other Bakushin wins. That's unfortunate. Third, fourth. So that's 2 losses, 1 win. It might be possible to win. I'm sort of also hoping that in the last minute, it's more people that were just struggling to get good builds. Because there's, like, what, 43 minutes left before this closes?
寒さ続く。スタート。
And we are taking the lead pretty significantly. Oh, come on now. I need to dominate the first and second position. Okay, I've lost. Who knows? Maybe I could get lucky, but I don't think it's going to happen in this set.
目標設定勝利開始
And in fact, my other Bakushin might be, my other Marzinski might be better.
$7番人気4番。
前散る
Late start on my Bakushin. Restart activating on. Marazinski rushed. Owner adept, fast-paced. My Bakushin has taken the lead. He actually just got debuffed there, too. As long as I'm like the first and second across the line, my Bakushin has fallen. She can't get up. That's unfortunate. I will definitely win the B group finals, though. Like, extremely likely that that will happen. Okay, let's look at my Marazinskis. Let's see. Okay, let's see what you've got. You do not have... You do not have the skill, right? Professor of Curvature... Professor of Curvature, Turbo Sprint, Plan X... that one is only Sprint. Okay, so I don't really have any other ones that I can use other than this one. This one has taken the lead, which is the required skill. It does not have groundwork. Yeah, unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. Just did not have good enough luck. I thought this was going to be the cup where I could actually get into A group finals and actually win A group finals. I thought I'd have a big enough advantage with the Super Creek having 8 turf, but just could not get the luck. Needed to get max speed and turf S and sprint S. Late start on Marazinski. Okay, that Bakushin is in the lead. My Marazinski is in 4th. Let's see, 3rd. I can only give him a big one. That's unfortunate. There's a Kurren-chan. I don't think we'll win. There's a Beast Juices left there. Yeah. Second. I am nearly good enough, but not close enough. I'd like if the Marazinski had gotten Sprint S today, one of the ones that I ran today, Sprint S and Turf S, they would have had the stat line to dominate. It's so painful. It's painful, painful, painful.
次へとつなぐスタートです。各間もなく第4コーナーカーブ。
Okay, Bakushin in the lead. Now she's no longer. Now she is in the lead. Oh, she's in the lead. Did she lose? Bakushin, Bakushin, Bakushin. She actually did it. She pulled off the impossible. I don't know if it's... Even if I got into A group finals, I'm not sure if I could tolerate doing another 5 runs, 5 daily runs, trying to build for the Sprint Cup. Oh, so much pain at this point, right?
6番人気は
I think I'm just gonna start prepping for Make a New Track. Is it called Raceway or something? I'm not sure. Okay, we are off to a good start. Umamusume Bourbon in 3rd. There's a Bakushin back there. Bakushin in the lead. Followed by Bakushin and Bakushin X Genius X Bakushin equals victory, and she has fallen 2nd. Give me a hug. Dueling. When you duel. Bakushin. Bakushin loses. She gets second again.
やっぱり私優秀ですね。
So close, yet so far.
学級委員長に続け。
But done things just slightly better ahead, just slightly better luck. That now, Sprint S, Turf S, Bakushin. If she had max speed, she'd be winning 80%. She'd be winning 80% today. But she had to get a few wasted turns in her career. And then in her the final trainings around the Armageddon and Final finals, she didn't get any double rainbow speeds.
絶好の立ち上がりを見せたのは藤木関。続いて
Okay, this looks like a loss. Wait, was that a victory?
新的勝利。
Bakushin!
目標設定
Bakushin.
勝利
Okay,
開始します。
feast your eyes. Will we get the next stage? Will we get to the finals? We need to only win one more time. That's wasted.
5番人気
I still think it's smarter to work to build a Marazinski with the setup and get Sprint S on her.
スタートです。
And it is to try and build
揃って
another
綺麗なスタートを
Bakushin.
切りました。
Okay, we had a late start. Mihono Bourbon in the second
先
position.
頭に立ちました。続きまし
It's
た
actually
ミホノブルボン、
pretty
ミホノ
useful
ブル
for
ボンと
me.
9番桜爆心王。2人とも花は譲りません。
2人がレースを
It's actually
そうで
pretty
すね
unusual for her to
すで
be
に
there
一段となっ
too.
て団子状態の
But
大
this
混
could just be a
こ
loss
れだけ
just
してい
due
ると
to
紛れ
some
がありそうですね
how random it feels.
マムがリーバーするわよ。まもなく第4コーナーカーブ。
ここからスパート一気にレースが動きます
Because Mihono Bourbon is slow. She doesn't have anywhere near close to max speed.
全出力アップ。
She has near max guts.
残り4曲。最終コーナーを曲がって
Okay,
最初に立ち上がったのはマルゼンスキー。
Mihono Bourbon in second. Bakushin in third. Bakushin in second. Victory for Plancha. Prox Manipula. However, there's a King Halo. There is a King Halo. King Halo. A group finals. My first A group finals.
ライバルに打ち勝ち、見事大きな一勝を手にしました。2着は2番キングヘイ。気持ちいい風。
At long last.
かっ飛ばすわよ。
At long last. Casper, come here. You need some victory, Millet. Casper, come here. Come here. Victory Millet for Casper. Come here, Casper. Victory Millet.
Arigato, Trainer君。
Qualified.
出走登録する馬娘を3人選んでください。学級委員長に続け。
Mr. Casper, Lex. Lex. Mr. Casper. We have provided all the motivation we need for the next set of races. 8 group finals, Mr. Casper. After having 5 failed runs today. A group finals.
9番人気は5番マルゼンスキー。
ちょっと厳しいメンバーですが
Spin 2. Spin 3. Spin 3. Spin 4. Spin 4. Spin 5. Spin 6. Spin 1. Mr. Casper.
寒さ続く中京レース場、試練が待ち受けていた雪降るカプリコーン。さあゲートが開いた。各馬娘揃って綺麗なスタート。
Okay, second, first, and third. A good sign. However, we have a smart falcon. The smart falcon is intent on ruining my plans. Berezensky has fallen far, far behind. Bakushin is our only hope.
最後の直線へとかけていきます。
Bakushin, Bakushin, Bakushin. There's another Bakushin coming up. Activating Speed Star. Right Bakushin, right Bakushin has fallen. There's a Daiwa Scarlet now in the lead. That's probably the first Daiwa Scarlet I've actually seen.
他の子も速かった。それは認めましょうとも。
Grade 3. Grade 4. Grade 5. Grade 6. Grade 7.
レースモード起動。
With 29 minutes to go. We have qualified for 8. I don't think there's any room for improvements other than like trying to get a better debuff Mihono Bourbon. I'm not sure if I'd have the energy or willpower to do so.
舞い散る雪。スタートです。各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りました。
これは位置取りが熾烈になりそうですね。
Bakushin has taken the lead. Okay, Bakushin in first. Berezensky in third.
たちがどう動くか不明だ。
Pace countermeasure activated.
果たして抜け出すのは誰の檻に向かって。
Bakushin, 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 Genius X, Bakushin activating. Three Port Launcher. Air Group in the lead. Air Group in the lead. Air Group robbing me. Bakushin trying to make a move for it. Bakushin, Bakushin, Bakushin. No, Bakushin cannot make a move for it.
やっぱり私優秀ですね。 かっ飛ばすわよ。
And this is a 2 loss.
5番人気は舞い散る雪。
Yes, Mr. Gasper.
スタート。各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りました。
誰が先頭に抜け出すか注目しましょう。
先行争いは
Don't
9
hurt
番
yourself.
桜爆心王、8番桜爆心王、6番マルゼンスキー。期待通りの結果を出せるか。
Bakushin in second, Bakushin in first. Bakushin increasing speed. Okay, Bakushin in first. Berezensky in
止
third.
めている展開。これは直線勝負になるか。まだ1マス以上の差があるぞ。
Victory Port Launcher on Bakushin.
残り400。最終コーナーを回って先陣を切ったのは8番桜爆心王。先頭2人の競り合いだ。残り200。粘る粘る。先頭8番桜爆心王。しかしその差はわずか。ほぼ同時にゴールイン。8番
Did Bakushin win?
新的
Bakushin, Bakushin! The Bakushin is to win.
学級委員長
Like, I think I've had most success in champions meetings with Bakushins. So I highly value her ultimate, actually. Mr. Casper, what are you doing? Can you stretch? Can you stretch? for lucky. Lucky. Mr. Casper might learn a new trick soon. And was it dusting?
7番
Of course, that means he has to do it on command, not just be reinforced into the behavior.
舞い散る雪さあ
Okay, first and
さあ
second
花
and
に立ったのは
sixth.
9番桜庭信号このままリードすることができるか2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのはミホノブルボンさらに2番桜庭信号第4コーナーカーブ
Push it in first.
最後の直線へ
This is
と
looking to be a loss. Bakushin in the lead.
400を切りました
Brzezinski
最終コーナーを
ninth.
曲がって
Mihono Bourbon
先頭に
eighth.
立ち上がったのは9番桜庭信号
King Halo.
飛んでくるエアグルーブ
Bakushin.
残り200 2番手争いはエアグルーブキングヘイローエアグルーブ
King Halo making a move.
2人が並んでゴール
And Eric Groove pulls,
やっぱり私優秀ですね
steals it from the end. That Eric Groove. How dare they?
みんな楽しいレースをしましょう
How dare they? How dare they? Well, one thing I might also do, instead of Mihono Bourbon, I might do a something a bit easier like Kawakami Princess and have her run as a debuffer. She has no long races.
1番マルゼンスキ
Up here. Journey.
寒さ続く中京レース場試練が待ち受けていたスタートです各馬娘綺麗な
Okay.
7番スマートファルコン先頭に立ちました9番桜爆信号追走激しい先頭争い第4コーナーカーブ
馬娘たちがどう動くか
Brzezinski
目
in
が離せません
互いに足を溜めている展開このまま直線での争いになるのか集団が一つにまとまって混戦状態です
お互いに牽制し合っているようですね
栄光まで400最後のコーナー先陣を切ったのは7番
Give Mummy a hug is the only ultimate we activate with Bakushin.
エアグルーブ抜け出した突っ込んでくるエアグルーブ200を通過エアグルーブ足色は衰えないエアグルーブリードは1馬身2番手争いは9番桜爆信号
Bakushin got second in the end.
私優秀ですね
So I think with some debuff support, or better debuff support,
マスターに感謝を
it might be possible. Very well might be possible. But that was only one win out of the 4. Okay. Let's look at what we have for runner history. So we have the first Turf S Sprint S Bakushin. She only won one single race. She just did not have taken the lead, which is absolutely critical. This one has worse stats, but taking the lead. It also has groundwork, taking the lead and groundwork. Left-handed, snowy days, wet conditions, combative spirit, target in sight. All of those help. It also has hesitant front runners, which helps a bit. Fast-paced. So these 3 skills, groundwork, fast-paced, and taking the lead, are the most important ones. And that's why she has been winning, even though her speed is 1,133. She has a 30% win rate in B group. Not B group, but A group. She's only been used in A group. And only today. So she has a 30% win rate in the last day. That's actually pretty incredible. Only in 5 races, so 5 out of 20, has she not come in the top 3. So she's actually pretty good. Just that I'm not going to get another Turf S, Sprint S, Bakushin. Let's see. This is the Marzinski with high speed and wit with the right skills. Only a 16% win rate in 55 races. She's taken first place 9 times. She did take first place 1 time for one of those races in A group. That she Bakushin won twice and she won once, giving us the A group finals. Standard distance, Snowy Days. She does not have groundwork. She has fast paced. She has final push. She has ramp up, countermeasure. And we were trying to build her replacement. And let's see. This is the one we tried as a replacement. Not good enough, but better skills. Groundwork, snowy, wet, winter, fast paced. We did not have the final push, but we did have Genius X Bakushin Victory. And if this had Sprint S, it probably would have been good. Then we have, I tried this Mihono Bourbon that has more debuffs for specifically Base Chasers, and it was just not good enough. And then we have this one. This one has been pretty instrumental in debuffing other guys. I think in particular Trick Front and Restart have actually been quite good. And let's see, here's another Bakushin we tried, Sprint S. She actually got first place 7 times, so 70.5% win rate. And that was on the first 2 days, I believe. What skills did she have? She had Final Push. She did not have Taking the Lead. So she was obviously not good enough, and I was still figuring out the build. Actually, this is the build I ended up considering the best one. So because this one only got non-max speed, I was actually using 4 wit and 2 blue, and I should have actually just kept using this deck. But this one, it was the best of the Sprint S's, and I ran out of time, and I probably should have kept using that deck. And then a big problem is I stopped using Mihono Bourbon Wit on like 1 or 2 runs, and those runs would have possibly been good. I also tried a Super Creek. I somehow got Sprint S, Speed 1140 on her. And she does have Victoria por Blancha, but she stood no chance. She doesn't have the right skills. She has no gold skills for that matter. So she just could not win. She would need like Speed Star, I think, and Professor of Curvature. But overall, that's it. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna check quickly to see if dinner is coming up within like 20 minutes or if it's coming up in like 1 hour and 20 minutes. And then I might see about running more runs and seeing if I can build a debuff Mihono Bourbon that's a little bit better. Well, actually, I think it's really not worth the effort, because the main thing lacking is getting Fast Learner. I think the people who are going to be winning the A group finals got Fast Learner, and they got a bunch of good skills. They maxed speed, they might have maxed wit and power at the same time, because whales can do that. But at the very minimum, they probably somehow got Fast Learner and Sprint S, a lot of them. And I just don't know if I can compete with that. And of course, seeing how the non-max speed Bakushin was basically carrying me with Turf S and Sprint S and good skills, if she had Fast Learner, she would have probably won every single one of those races without even max speed. If she had max speed, Fast Learner, Turf S, and Sprint S, like, it is fully believable that she could just win 90% of the time across all these races all these days with a little bit of debuff support. So actually, I think I'm going to call it there. I think I've had enough Umas for today. Wait, is it the... No, it is not the 18th, it is the 17th. If I'm going to do any more runs, I'd like them to be on Maruzinski, trying to get a better one. With the skills I want, and Sprint S and Turf S. But that would be 5 more daily borrows. I'd have until tomorrow night, but I could only start at 10 a.m. I don't want to do any more, really. I do not want to do any more. So I think that's going to be it for me. That's going to be it for me for today. I might come back after dinner and stream some art. In fact, I should, because I need to make more art. And that would be a good way for me to relax compared to the stress of this. Oh, and let me collect this. So 30 people used my Titus and Black to support themselves, and got 100 club points, so that is good. And once I'm done with a few art designs, then I'll start making videos on stream. That's one of the things I want to do with my Swabcraft Create series. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm talking myself into stopping here. So, I will go ahead and stop. Alright. Thanks for watching. That's all, folks. Swabcraft signing off. If you would like to support the stream, I have print-on-demand shops where you can get t-shirts, coasters, mugs, all that sort of stuff, printed with designs I made myself. Most of it is more graphic design and text stuff, but some of it is artworks and that sort of thing that I made over the years. Anyways, you can find me under Redbubble Swabcraft, or on TeePublic Swabcraft as well. And I would rather people buy my merchandise than people donate to me or tip me. Well, actually, we don't have any taxes on tips now. So I think I'd actually like to do this, but that will come at some further point when my popularity is much, much greater than it is now. I'm sure Casper will enjoy a future full of infinite millet. Oh, have a good day. 響けファンファーレ届けこもるまで輝く未来を君と見たいから駆け出したらきっと始まるストーリーいつでも近くにあるかな手を伸ばせばもっと掴めるフローリー一番目指してレッチャレンジ加速してゆこう勝利の女神も夢中にさせるよスペシャルな明日へ
響けば